future is looking pretty dim for the Taiyou girls. So this episode really was like just a comedy, relaxed, and it was actually something different from what we've been getting from Taiyou. Since every week of Taiyou has either been like so hard focused on fighting Diamonians, and it's actually kind of a bit weird getting back into, you know, like watching the series and finding that, you know, in the end of the day, these girls actually do want to do normal life things, and it was just a little bit weird for me just to finally see that they're actually doing what most things are typical in like these little girls in anime and stuff. But it started off with like actually Taiyou actually wanted to be trained by Sarah and saying she'd like, oh, I do freaking 200 sit-ups a night, like, well, actually 400 in the day. It's like, bitch, like, you do more than I do. It's like, fucking hell. She's a freaking tank, I'll give you that. And I've been noticing with Luna, especially in this episode, it's shown that Luna's getting jealous now. Now that freaking Akari is getting freaking friendly with Sarah and Ginka, and basically she's gonna have that jealousy, and like I can sort of see that she's gonna get jealous, and she is, because you know Akari reminds her of apparently a twin elder sister, and I had a feeling that Luna might have a chance where she will get tempted into becoming a Diamonian. That is just where I think it might go to, so she can protect Luna, because, and not to mention throughout this episode, I mean, a lot of it was just gags, they were just going around, but there was a lot of interesting things, like whilst they were going out with like Aita and the others were actually, you know, finding out that the intentions of the Diamonian, and knowing that now they are not just doing this on a whim, that there is someone manipulating the Diamonian and who are in control of them. And while that happened, we actually got to see like the old Taiyou's like aunties from like the first two chapters. I mean the comedy stuff and like sort of seeing them do their normal life was, yeah, it was alright. But it was actually kind of nice to see like, you know, these guys again, like, and they were like just showing, you know, actually read their fortune, and it was like shit was going to go down, because saying, you know, they're saying like, oh, your efforts are finally paying off, you've been through a lot, but you know, you are going to lose a lot, and there is going to be, you know, destruction in your path. And it showed that Taiyou might actually go for a dark ending from the looks of it. I honestly think that all of these girls are not going to come out of it. If anything, I can see freaking Luna biting the dust, and definitely Ginka, maybe Sarah, but she is pretty strong. Like, but I can definitely see that Ginka might be one of the first ones to bite the bullet. But after that, I saw that they tried to have a joke around. They tried to do like a freaking like ghost hunt where they try to find like this rare thing so you get some dessert, and also as well something in this statue. It was so funny because the tranny looking one like had her makeup all fucking melted and shit under the duvet, and she looked more scary than the fucking ghost she was as. And the girls were shitting themselves, and it was literally like an episode of freaking Scooby Doo. How these girls were, they're like Zoinks. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this episode. This is probably one of my personal favorites from Taiyou, just because of how chill back and just funny it was. And just seeing that end when they said like, you know, we got some shit going down, we need to come back, like go back to the freaking school when they got called in. So I'm interested to see what episode 8's got into brings up. So far, even if it isn't, you know, a serious episode like it's been for most of the time, Taiyou, gotta give it to you, you know, you've had one chill-ass episode and it was actually good. So, gotta give it to you. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode of Taiyou. I had a lot of fun with it, you know, what do you think of the Scooby-Doo shit at the end? But that's all from me, everyone, so thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, ZOINKS, Panda, Sana, and I'll see you next time, people.